Rastafari. He said, I stopped sharing ends with the loafers, so since then the animosity's been inbred. And every day I toast to life cause it's been anything but a smooth spread. I had what they needed though, so I knuckled down and started molding myself to rise to the occasion cause home made me feel like a giant. Small spaces, big screens just to make life look better. So for K's, you could understand how I get caught up in the beauty of things, dreams, schemes, trying to get my mix fix and give my Miss World, knowing it wouldn't last long if the penny come easy young, but I think in equity, trying not to get caught dropping my standards for their definition of HD, and between you and me, I's a major key, player in the game of death for a minor fee. And I'd majorly be disappointed to die not knowing why I was chosen to be a king of peasants or a major in a troop of minorities. So I keep a couple shots, no fatigue on me. Ever ready to drop bombs, so I let this gun arm me. Trigger away like I hear God as a whisper. And if you dance with the devil long enough, hell will feel like home. See, I've been walking for a while trying to catch my voice because all it ever does is make noise, and I almost hate the fact that I took this life to live, but just know that I wanted better. And I most definitely hate the fact that at this point we see better from different views. You tube to the same anchor but get different news. Streets littered with negativity and bitter hearts, but it's not odd to see sirens as you fishtail out of control in life. Oh, they see us, but never as equals, never as equals, never as equals.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ahmad Muhammad, who is a poet, and you will be taking part in the Bukas Lit Festival.
Yes, the Poetry Slam 2nd edition on Sunday, the 31st of this month, man.
And what was the motivation behind this piece?
So I grew up still live in Laventille, and so a large part of the Rasta and the Muslim city gang warfare that kind of plaguing the country right now, I really wanted to lend a voice to that. Me being personally affected by it in terms of losing someone to gang violence and that kind of stuff, and trying to figure out, you know, the perspectives that people sees or the reason why people do certain things. So I just kind of took all the information I had about that situation being where I come from and pen it together.
I mean, it takes a whole lot of talent to do something like that. I also have with me Ardeen Sergio and Isaiah McLean. We're going to talk about Bukas Lit Fest and, of course, the First Citizens National Poetry Slam, as that's something that Ahmad is competing in. Isaiah, when you hear a thing work like that, how do you feel?
I feel really good that we could provide a platform for people like Ahmad and others around the country who could come and display their crafts in spoken word and poetry, but not only that, but touching on societal issues and things that affect them in their communities and in their livelihood. So providing that space for that is kind of really nice.
Yeah, and NGC Bukas Lit Fest is something that has been going on for a while now.
Yes.
Ardeen, you've been part of this for a while as well.
Yeah, for a while.
How do you see it going? and when you yourself hear things like that, you know, how do you feel knowing that you've been working with this organization for a while?
Well, I think it's reassuring. We've seen the growth of it. It's now in its 9th year. We launched officially yesterday. The festival this year takes place from the 1st to the 5th of May. And the First Citizens National Poetry Slam is actually the closing event of that. However, of course, there are various rounds of competition that get us to that point. And so we went through the auditions in January. Now we're on to the semi-final round. The first one happened last Sunday, and the second one, in which Ahmad is competing, happens this Sunday at Central Bank. So that is part of it. Spoken word is definitely an integral and essential part of what the festival offers. But it's a festival of words, stories, and ideas. And so it's a space where we come to celebrate Caribbean writers, Caribbean writing, but just as well our own traditional art forms, our own oral traditions, things that are indigenous to us. So anything that celebrates how we represent ourselves through words, stories, and ideas, that's what the festival facilitates. So there are panel discussions, there are performances, we have an all mass competition, which is now in its 3rd year at the festival. We have extempo, we have debate, we have lots of things happening, and a whole children's festival throughout those 5 days.
Yeah, and so people can come on down and check it out.
Of course, it's at Nallis. It's free of charge. In fact, the only thing you pay for is the First Citizens National Poetry Slam finals on the Sunday evening. the closing event.
It could be a family event. You can learn a lot.
Absolutely, absolutely. The entire festival is a family event, I would say.
I see Isaiah shaking his head, and yeah, my entire family is going to be there. You know.
It's a spectacular event, so everyone you bring everyone to enjoy this final night, but not just that, but the entire festival on a whole. So you go straight through the week until the Sunday. This grand closing event as the Slam.
Yeah, it sounds like a fantastic initiative. Adine, let me just get back to you a little bit, because you mentioned the screening process. So there is an initial stage of people to be part of
the
this.
auditions.
Yes.
You're talking about the Slam.
Yeah. And how do people get involved? I mean, this competition is already ongoing.
Yes.
And so for the other years to come.
So every year around December, we would put out a call for folks to come and audition, which will happen in January. Last year and this year for the first time, and this year we continued it. We partnered with a number of people who host open mic fora.
Right.
Right. So we partnered with True Talk No Lie, with One Mic in South, and Next Chapter in Tobago, East Yard in East Trinidad. And we actually brought people into those spaces and used those open mic spaces to host live auditions. So people were performing to live audiences, as opposed to previously closed auditions behind closed doors with just you and the judges at NALIS. So we made a show of it.
Yeah, it's always good to have a show. Isaiah, what do you expect to come out of this year's event that may be different from what has gone by?
Different. Well, the First International Poetry Slam is a big event. It's the Caribbean's biggest platform for spoken word. And we're not just talking about like the cash prizes that First Citizen sponsor, which is $80,000 in cash prize.
I need to
Total.
join.
Total.
I need to join one of these competitions. You know, all of this money that people can get to. I mean, it's hard work. It's hard work, but. You know,
I mean, stakes are high. I mean, if Ahmad wins, he wins $50,000. And you know,
hey, we'll be friends, right?
Yeah. And he's claimed Trinidad and Tobago's best poet, because this is the National Poetry Slam. But it's not an easy step. And what people could look forward to at this slam, partnering with the Bocas Lit Fest every year, we kind of dive into our local culture. So this year, again, our theme is Game of Thrones, going off of that buzz that Game of Thrones is launching April 14th. But not just that, but we take a kind of local twist to the whole Game of Thrones environment, using our local law and culture, so that, you know, Game of Thrones is all about that war between clans and houses. So the same auditions Adi was talking about, how we partner with different places, we kind of gave those places houses names, like House Moko, House Jab, House Chantwell, House Americans, House Maroons, keeping with our local culture, but still having that feisty energy.
And
such
that's
as
always
Game
exciting for people, like that, that feistiness. Information once again for people to come and check it out.
Okay, so this Sunday the 31st of March, we have the second semi-finals of the First International Poetry Slam, and we close on the 5th of May with the grand final of the First International Poetry Slam, which is all a part of the Bocas Lit Fest that runs between May 1st and May 5th.
And people can check it out
Yes,
where?
of course. So we can find more information about the NGC Bocas Lit Fest and the First Citizens National Poetry Slam on our Facebook page, on our website, bocaslitfest.com. Bocas Lit Fest on Facebook, Instagram, National Poetry Slam. You can also follow on Facebook and Instagram to get more information, ticket updates, etc.
Okay, great. It sounds like an exciting initiative, and hopefully Adine will take me down with her. Right?
In every sense, take you down.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, Adine, Sergio, Isaiah McLean, and Ahmad Mohammed for joining us this morning, telling us about Bocas Lit Fest and the First Citizens National Poetry Slam. We take a break and come back with more.